8¼ pounds in 9 days. That is fantastic. I'm really, really pleased with that. I must confess, when I first started with the Clean 9, I was very sceptical. I'd read a lot about it and had a look on the internet about it. And for myself, I didn't really think it was going to do anything for me. I didn't have a lot to lose, a bit of puppy fat around the middle. But apart from that, I really wasn't sure how it was going to go. But then I thought, well, it's only 9 days, so give it a go. And I'm really pleased I did. And I want to sort of tell you how the days went for me. Obviously, if you've been watching my video, then you'll have seen, but I want to sort of tell you the fors and against that I found being on the Clean 9. The first thing I liked was that everything came in a kit. So you got your box and everything came in the box. So your aloe vera, your shakes, your Clean 9 tablets with the Garcinia and the Therm tablets in, tape measure, the little disclaimer from the company saying that if anybody's got any medical conditions, or if you have diabetes or kidney disease, which I think is a really important point to just sort of pick up on. And also the book. This was good. This sort of kept you on track. Pretty basic idea that you just sort of tick the box each time you use something right, but again, just gave you that little bit of motivation each time you sort of thought, well, is that what I should be doing? A little bit of a negative point from the book's point of view. I felt it could have told me a little bit more about the shakes and actually how they worked without me having to go off on the internet and find out. So, you know, that was a little bit negative. And I did swap some of the shakes for a protein meal. So I'd have like chicken, tomatoes and a thin slice of bread, which was the same calories as the chocolate shake that I had. And it's quite important that those are a protein, that was a protein meal at that point. So although that's what I did, I didn't know to do that. At the end of the day, it's not rocket science. If you don't put the calories in, do more exercise, you will lose weight. So there's no magic in that. But what was the real magic for me was the Garcinia tablets and the Therm tablets. Now I once or twice I forgot to take those before the meal of either the shake or my evening meal, and I soon realised that I started to have that sort of bit of a niggling feeling, thinking that I was going to be hungry. So that was a bit of a wake-up call to make sure that I didn't forget to take those. The great thing about the plan is also brilliant if you have a special event coming up, a wedding or a ball or a dress that you need to get into, or trousers if you're a man. It's only 9 days, so it's a very sort of simple plan to use beforehand. I would recommend that you start on a day that's the beginning of the week, a Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, so that you don't finish or don't have to go through 2 weekends. Because I found that the routine was a major factor of doing it. And the protein shakes I found very, very filling, and in some cases I thought to myself, oh, I'm too full, I don't want to have another protein shake. So that was a really good plus point from Forever's side, that they were nice and filling. I can honestly say I never felt hungry. Bit sort of nibbly, but a few grapes, but never sort of thinking I'm starving, I need to dive into some food. The first 2 days were probably the hardest because, let's face it, I've been eating normally and chomping down probably 2,500–3,000 calories a day. So cutting back on the calories initially is always going to be a bit of a shock, but I didn't find it too hard to follow the plan. So my other thoughts were that when you come to the end of the plan, you sort of think, right, so now what? But Forever have actually done a second plan, which is the Forever Fit 1, which is the next step on. Because obviously if you're going to slip back into your old habits, you're going to put the weight back on. For me, I never had any adverse effects. Probably nipped the loo a few more times for a pee, but apart from that, and they claim that's the cleansing effect, whatever that is. I thought your body did that anyway, so I'm not really sure. But and also another good wake-up call for me was that I realised that I didn't drink half as much water. So that's a good point. Made me realise how many calories are in my meals and food that I'm eating. It didn't say in the book that you couldn't have alcohol, tea, coffee, that sort of thing. I didn't have that on my plan, but I think those are the sort of things that I feel that they should have really said in the book, because that's, I think, quite important, because you can't just have a 600 calorie meal full of cakes, because that just wouldn't be right. So common sense prevails on that. But apart from that, I'm chuffed to bits that I have lost 8¼ pounds over 9 days, which is fantastic. So I would thoroughly recommend it to anybody, and if you do, good luck and have fun. Bye.